What is up, guys? Welcome to another exciting edition of This Week in Madden Show 165. Usually joined by my co-host S. Gibbs, but he is in the skies tonight. Safe travels to Gibbs, which means we're going to have an even better show with nobody interrupting us, nobody telling us, Farrells, your controller stinks. Farrells, don't run your plays this way. Farrells, don't run your plays that way. We've got a loaded show with a Star Wars beta code giveaway coming in as well. We've also got your tips, your questions, lots of Madden Ultimate Team, BCA in the building. We've got a bundle that we're going to rip into live tonight. We've updated the squad a little bit, and we're looking really good. Shout out to all the YouTube guys from youtube.com/zfarrells who have joined us for a live show this week. If you haven't, appreciate you watching the archive version, which comes out the next morning on the channel. We're reading the chat right here. We've got your questions. Let's jump into our first one of the night. Reminder, you can send these over to @MaddenBible on Twitter, and they'll make their way on the show. First question first from Jay Schro. What are the top 3 must-use runs in Madden 16, not including the toss or the fullback dive? So, anytime you have to preface and say, not the fullback dive or not this run or that run, that means that those runs are pretty good. That's the kind of I'm not a beginner level player, I'm a secondary level player because I know the current runs that are considered the best, but I'm looking for something different. I don't really care about what the current meta of the game is in the runs that are more effective than others. I want something unique. So that's dangerous in itself because once you start to say, well, I don't want to run what's popular, I want to run whatever is, cute, or I'm looking to be different. I don't want to be the same as everybody else. I want to run something not quite as good as what everybody else is running. You can get into a little bit of trouble, but you have a couple options. This is a new formation we're going to go over tonight. We have a Viking scheme. We're going to talk about the split Viking. We're going to talk about this formation, the gun empty bunch, a little bit, and then we're going to add some passes to it for members of the Brain Trust, which you get for subscribing to the channel. So let's talk a little bit about a couple run options. One run I don't think gets enough love personally right now is the halfback stretch. I think the halfback stretch, if you find one from a good formation, can really still be a solid handoff that gets the ball quick. Remember, it was only a few months ago when you guys first got your hands on the game where you thought, wow, handoffs are really, really slow. The halfback cutback used to be one of the better runs in the game, but look how long this halfback cutback takes right now. And boom, you get hit from the second level. So I think what a lot of people realize is, man, I want to get the ball to my ball carrier as quick as possible. Hence the toss, get outside with good blocking. Hence, some of the popular runs that we're using. So you've got a toss in this formation. There's no stretch in this specific formation, but let's see. Certain playbooks have more stretches than others. If we go by concept, so you would see stretch here as a concept run and be able to find it sometimes under outside zone as well. So single back wide trips, I think there'll be a better formation with better blocking, but a stretch is always a play that I'd recommend. One reason I always like the stretch is because if the defense gives it to you, you have the ability with the right stick to flip it. So we can go here to the left side or to the right side and have more versatility. Handoff still pretty quick. Obviously, you don't want Cordero Patterson, 84, blocking on the edge right there. He just got block shed. So this guy right here, you could sub in a tight end. With the safeties coming up in the box here, just hoping to get to the edge and make a play. But the handoff on the stretch, still pretty quick. A toss in that situation, you're going to be in luck. So I think the stretch is like a poor man's version of the toss. It's going to work the same, but you should get better double team blocking right here at the point of attack. So Rudolph, the red-nosed tight end, and the right tackle should get pretty good double team blocking right there. That's what you see. You see a block down, and that's where the stretch is going to be effective for you. Still a quick handoff. Once again, in instant replay real quick. We'll take a look at the stretch. You see the double team, which is exactly what you want, because when you get that double team block right there, you know a chance of a block shed is pretty much impossible. Then you see Rudolph peel to the second level, take on the linebacker Kuechly. Once again, that's Shaq Thompson. He's going to shed against the wide receiver, but you put Ben Hartsock out there, you know you're looking pretty good, and you should have some success. As far as other runs, you've got the shovel option, which we gave away a free scheme if you guys want to check it out on YouTube. We've got the free shovel option scheme. Inside zone is the number one run in the game, so I would say inside zone. I like inside zone splits, but inside zone's a little bit better. So say we go with the zone split. We are going to give the ball to Peterson. Because of your ability with the inside zone to run to the outside or the inside, depending on the front, you know you're going to have success. If you've seen the stream before, if you've seen our gameplays, you know that we really like the inside zone, and we think it is one of the better runs in the game. So make sure to check out the inside zone. Right now in the chat, guys, Hans Ward is giving away Star Wars Battlefront beta codes. You should have came and tuned in live. I'm sorry that if you're on YouTube, you're not going to get a shot at the Star Wars Battlefront codes, but hopefully I'll save one for the YouTube crowd and post it in the comments coming up. So we'll do some live giveaways, and we'll also try and still get you guys some love. Let's keep digging through the mailbag here. We got everybody in the chat chatting, and that's what you do. That's what you do. All right, this is a good question coming in from Reisman. Who is the better halfback? Is it flashback Chris Johnson or legend Terrell Davis? And this one's pretty much a no-brainer. The Chris Johnson 96 speed is a game changer. The acceleration, I mean, obviously Terrell Davis has excellent truck and we take him, but the 95 elusive is going to work just perfect for Chris Johnson. Ball carrier vision's not that much lower, or the carry. If Chris Johnson had 87 carry or had like 86 elusive or something like that, the 96 speed is far and away makes it the best item in the game, I would say. Top 3, top 5 item in the game. You got to go with him. I would recommend checking out the Clinton Portis, though, and think, hey, can Clinton Portis get the job done for a little bit less, or is he better than Terrell Davis? So those are kind of your options when it comes to the halfback position, but I'm a Chris Johnson guy. I just picked one up for my squad, a.k.a. borrowed one. And I really want to try him out. I'm hoping the Jamal Charles, he gets caught a lot, and he has 92 speed. So I'm thinking the Chris Johnson extra speed right there will really help me out. That's kind of my opinion. Quick question in the chat coming in from Rock and Roll Bro. What's the best blitz and zone coverage play? Rock and Roll and Bro, if you're new to the game, I would recommend you check out Nickel 245. It's kind of the best base coverage. Gives you kind of your optimal amount of defenders in the game. Look at the play Buck Slant 3. It's a pretty good zone coverage. Any 3 deep zone blitz with a slot blitzing is going to be really good. Hopefully you can sneak some pressure off the left edge and you'll be pretty good elsewhere. If they start to attack you to the flat, switch to a cover 3, shade underneath, or call cover 2, and you should have some success with a play like that. All right, let's keep going through the mailbag here. This one is from IKI Springs. Gun split close formation. The fullback flat route is killing me. So this is actually a really good question, and we don't actually have the gun split close in this playbook, but we'll make up basically the same scenario. And I think this is beating a lot of people. So the split Viking, the route is sort of similar to corner strike. 6-8-9 hook. All right, so let's find a play. Big dime. See this Buck Slant 3? This one's in Big Dime. It's kind of similar to that in Nickel 245. If you're looking. All right, so you have a man defender on Rudolph, but what a lot of times happens is people will move their defender over here to make up for the run defense, or guys will get aligned out of position, and when they snap the ball, Rudolph makes a big cut, and he picks up, like, say, 10 yards. So there's a pretty good chance. Once again, guys, in the chat right now, Hans Ward giving away Star Wars Battlefront codes. He's doing PC right now, so make sure to subscribe. This is amazing. by Hans Ward. Thank you very much. But once again, that's what happened. So what I seem to slow this down with is if you go to a more man-to-man heavy blitz where the safety is on Rudolph, I find the number one time I don't want to throw this is when the safety goes after Rudolph. So when he comes down and is just kind of eyeing him, that's the time where I have the least amount of success throwing. So anytime a middle linebacker is lined up on the fullback, he can definitely beat him out to the flat. Here, the safety is backed up, and he's just kind of waiting and slows down. And that's when the throw, I feel like, gets taken away from me. If you're looking for a zone solution, make sure to try cover 2. So let's give that a quick look. Sink isn't what you want. The problem with sink is the guys are manned up. Sink is actually really bad defense for this, but regular cover 2 zone. So let's find nickel normal. We're going to go with gun split Viking. Once again, we're kind of simulating the split close route to Rudolph. You want to make sure you shade underneath Y. Wrong controller. Y and then right stick down. That will make your zones play short. And you need this flat zone to play it. Stand there, play it. Not even make a pick, but on 3rd and 2, you can't have it give up. Because on 3rd and 2, if you don't shade your zone down, there's a good chance he can get distracted and back up with this route. So if we were to say streak Wallace on 3rd and 2, boom, now we're getting 8-10 yards with a cover 2 zone right there. But if we shade underneath, he can at least stop it. But my ideal thing is to man up the play side safety to the flat, and he should make a play for it right there. All right, guys, let's keep going through the mailbag right here. Once again, you can send over your questions on Twitter as well. No S. Gibbs here tonight. He's flying. But we do have a bundle coming in, and we've also got thoughts on new budget halfbacks. So right now, there are 2 new halfbacks in the game. There's really 3 new halfbacks in the game that we should definitely talk about. Number 1 is CJ Spiller. CJ Spiller is going for 30,000 coins right now, which is insanely overpriced. Stop the madness. Can't have CJ Spiller taking up 30,000 coins worth on your roster. He is Jerick McKinnon with 33 extra route running. So unless you want to pay 30,000 coins for 33 points of route running, he cannot be the guy in your lineup. I just don't see the value in Spiller. I think Spiller's going to come down in price. Obviously, he will drop way lower as the game goes on. Then CJ Spiller is your guy. He's a really good player for 10,000 coins. He's fast. He's as good as Jerick McKinnon. He's a better pass catcher. So you do want to get the CJ Spiller eventually for your team, but don't overpay right now because the McKinnon can pretty much do similar things on the field. As we go back in and look at these backs, though, the new D'Angelo Williams came out, and I feel like a stockbroker who has to, admit, I went in hard on the D'Angelo Williams, and the reason is he has 90 strength. 9-0 strength at halfback. Which, Farles, what does that really do? I don't really know what it does, but it does weird things. It makes them fall forward, in my opinion. It makes them much better than D'Angelo Williams with 74 strength. So if you look at the difference between the D'Angelo Williams 83 and the D'Angelo Williams 90, I'm giving the nod to the 83. This guy's going for 6,000 coins. And once again, I feel like a Mad Money guy where I'm like, I have stock in D'Angelo Williams because I bought 8 of them because I think they're that good. I think he's that good and we should give him away. Big fan of the D'Angelo Williams. The last guy I'll talk about real quick is LaShawn McCoy. So there's a new LaShawn McCoy that nobody can find, I guess. I don't know. I haven't yet to see him in real life. But allegedly, there is a LaShawn McCoy who has 90 strength. So I really like this LaShawn McCoy before I found out he had 90 strength, and then all of a sudden people are like, yo, he has 90 strength, and I'm like, wait, he is already one of the best backs in the game, his base, because he has 85 route running, which is the highest in the game. He's got 99 agility again. His speed got 2 points of upgrade, so now he's up to the 90, which is like much more respectable, and the route running is still there. So this LaShawn McCoy, when he surfaces in the wild, it seems like he's going to be pretty rare, which is tough. But I really like this guy, especially if you're into route running at the halfback position. The other big alert we have coming in, guys, is that Jamal Charles is getting a Football Outsiders 24-hour item on Friday. Jamal Charles, as we know, 92 speed, really, really good base item. Probably like the most common halfback you should be using. If you're above the McKinnon level, you should be going to the Charles before you go to the Chris Johnson. And now Charles, who knows what this Football Outsider is going to come out at, but he's a really good route runner. His item, he had 7 catches for like 77 yards for the game that he got the card for. So he should be a really good pass catcher, should be really fast. I think you want to check out this Charles, pretty big, next on Friday. So he's 24 hours, so he'll be limited, but Jamal Charles could be the truth, and can't wait to see what they hook him up with. So let's keep going through the mailbag right here. Top 3 over and underrated players. So Nick Perry just came out. This is a new Nick Perry. He's got 86 strength, 80 play rec, 81 block shed, but his acceleration is fire. He's up in the 90s. I want to say maybe 95 acceleration. I think of him as kind of a poor man's DeMarcus Ware. Obviously, the new Ware has 90 strength, or even a little bit more, maybe 94 strength. He doesn't have the block shed, but this Perry can really match up. So you might say, Farles, you think Nick Perry's underrated, but you think that Shaq Thompson is overrated? And as I look at this Shaq Thompson, I think 89 speed, wow. I think 83 strength, that's pretty good. 85 play rec, that's high. But overall, I think the Shaq Thompson does make players that have like an 82 overall team better if they don't have an 88 elite outside backer yet. If they just kind of have, Sean Lee, you should definitely get the Shaq Thompson and play him. But the Nick Perry is a very specific role player for even teams that are up in the 90s. Perry, if you can't afford the wear, but you need a guy with quick excel and Randy Gregory's sets expired, you can go get this Nick Perry for minimal coins and have success. So even though the Shaq Thompson kind of appears better, for the specific role, Thompson is kind of just solid all around. But if you don't have 90 play rec, I'd rather have you have 70 than 85. Unless you're going to get, I think I see a big boost there. But the Perry you can slide in for blitzes. He's got the acceleration. I think that's where I'm going with this question. So it's not necessarily a player's ratings. It's what bucket do they fit in. When I go into the game and sub in Jared Allen, he's only going to rush the passer because he has very high pass rush moves. I'm not going to drop him into coverage. I don't need him to do that. I'm not asking him to do that. Luke Kuechly, I'm not going to have him rush the passer. I'm going to have him control short over the middle, not user control him, let him play the middle of the field. Thomas Davis, he's going to be a coverage guy. He's fast, tremendous zone coverage. Starr's going to play in the middle. I'm not going to drop him over the middle. So there's just a lot. Once again, Tillman's too slow to play man coverage, but he's going to be great in zone, especially in flats. Same thing, Josh Norman, tremendous zone player. How exactly are you going to use these guys determines if they're overrated or underrated, because scheme fit is very important, and you don't want to overlook it. So those are some thoughts on that. Let's take a look at the next question in the mailbag. This one is from Duck Hunt. Do you have some red zone plays for the Panthers offense? Yeah, so let's take a look at the Panthers offense right now. Once again, we're going to get into a Vikings scheme a little bit later in the show. So we want to just flip sides. A little pro tip is if you want to practice with 2 playbooks, what you can do is choose one on offense, choose one on defense. You could then go to random play. You just simply call a play once, hike it, and then when you come back, the other playbook will be on offense. So we just switched from the Vikings playbook to the Panthers, and now we're in business. The gun-heavy Panther, let's take a quick look at a play like QB power, see if they slowed that down at all. And we'll take a look at the goal line, see where we are at with a play like this. Now, in Madden 13, for those of you who don't know a little Madden history, this gun-heavy formation was probably the best in the game. You could pass out of it. Defenders had trouble lining up tight. It was just a nightmare formation. And you get pretty quick control of Cam right here. But the problem is once you're in this formation, there's only so many things you can do. You have to basically run with the quarterback. So any smart player is probably going to run commit. And it looks like we just slid rather than dove over the pile. So I'm going to say no. No on this formation, although it's very, very cool. I don't think it's what you need. Let's go back in and take a look, guys. Right now, once again, Vikings playbook is what S. Gibbs is currently running in his seasons. I'm currently on Tampa Bay still, but I'm switching over to the Colts playbook because the Colts playbook has the shovel option scheme and it has gun split close. I don't know how I'm going to beat man if somebody locks me in on man every down basis. I'm still going to have to find a way because right now I use the gun bunch from the Bucks, but we're working. I'll be going through that growing pain with you guys tonight. And once again, you only really improve your Madden game if you take some lumps and get a little bit frustrated from time to time. So we'll go through those growing pains together. Panthers. We need a red zone play. Bunch week. Panther bunch, let's see, read option. Once again, I'm a huge fan of the read option. I think you get one free touchdown a game with the read option. I just think if you are to sub in Derek Anderson and go to the read option, let's see. The game is going to go after the halfback. And you've got a chance to smuggle your way in for a free touchdown. So once again, you're expecting Cam Newton to go after. The defense still want to go after Cam Newton, but all of a sudden you sub in Derek Anderson. The game generally will not go after a slow quarterback, and you got a potential to sneak in for one free touchdown a game. If you try and use this again, it's probably not going to work. But then, of course, you could always use this as a way to get... Oh, forgot to hand it off right there. I meant to hold A. But that's one thing I like to use once a game to try and get a free touchdown in the red zone. Let's go back and look for one more play in this Panthers playbook. Try and work in the red zone. Once again, last year we had some excellent red zone plays. I just think you don't want to get too fancy. I mean, we've given away good plays in the red zone earlier in this season. I think level sale could be pretty good. So let's try that. And this will be found in basically any playbook. And so in the red zone, I find players, once again, generally don't cover the flats. So the flats can be a great place to attack. This play will do it for us pretty nicely. So let's say they don't want to attack the flats. This route to RB is one of the quicker ones in the game. Anything with this like level sail or Panther sail or Buck sail, Eagle sail, RB is going to be pretty good. I would not keep Cotry on that route because that's a pretty useless route. I might put drags coming back across the middle. And if Olsen's not going to get pressed, maybe see if I can quick throw across the middle. I could also potentially run with Cam Newton. Could also zig Olsen back to the outside. But I love to scramble. It's one of my favorite things to do in the red zone anytime I'm within like the 6-yard line or closer. I tend to try and go and scramble in with the quarterback. Ooh. Once again, we're getting slowed down right there, but you got to see if they're going to attack the flats. Run the ball, fullback dive. Don't think just because you have the Panthers playbook and they have a lot of quarterback handoff deceptions and you've got a speedy quarterback that you should immediately try a new play that you've never really tried. But right there, quick drag over the middle, it's just something I don't see a ton of players use. Once again, you don't need to high pass it because the risk of an overthrow is too great. But if you still go up and aggressive catch it, you can hopefully sneak your way into the end zone. So once again, try subbing in a backup quarterback who's slower in the red zone for the read option. That can get you one free touchdown a game. You then want to attack the flat. You want to keep running the ball fullback dive. You don't want to say, hey, I have the Panthers playbook. Great quarterback runs. I should get weird with this playbook. And not the way to go. Not the way to go. All right, here we go. Let's look at the next question in the mailbag. This one is from Salty. He wants to know, what defensive base formation is the most versatile? So that's a good question. I'm going to say it's the Big Dime 146, which is not in this playbook. But essentially, I personally like formations that have 3 down line because I feel like you get the most versatility with your players on the field. So as players know, for me, you can still slow down inside zone, which if you're in the Brain Trust, there's an email going out tonight after the show with M-Stack's new inside zone defense. Hold Fast Hope jumped in the lab with him to help. Zan jumped in to help. There's new blitzes in this defense as well, but it's also got a way to slow down the inside zone from 2-man under, which, as you know, is a super, super popular defense. It's a game changer, so you're definitely going to want to keep an eye out for it. But anything with, say quarter normal, even though I'd rather have 2 linebackers in the middle as opposed to this extra DB. But if you go cover 2 man, you're not going to be able to stop the true run every down, like fullback dive is going to eat you up. But if they try and run out of, let's say, split Panther, inside zone split, let's move the ball back just a little bit. If you can slow down the run from a formation like this, then it becomes more versatile. So once again, I'm recommending nickel 245 or big dime 146, but anything with either 3 down line where you can bring a second defender up in and look to shoot a gap and make a play on the run game. So let's see. Like you won't be able to run that all game if they're getting that many yards. But with the big dime, which once again we'll be going over even more in depth in the Brain Trust, then you've got a shot. And once again, I consider giving up 6 yards a carry on their first 2 drives not a big deal until the fourth quarter when I need to get the ball back and the run game is apparent. I think you go to the big down 146, you get your 2 really, really good middle linebackers in there. You get a nice, strong slot corner like the Schefter star Demarius Randall who can hold up in the run game, and you go to war. You see if you can handle it. You see if you can handle the pressure. You go to battle and say, all right, this is the defense I'm staying in. I don't care if you go down to 1 receiver, 2 tight ends, 2 halfbacks. We're gonna see what happens. And because otherwise you're going to stay in a defense like 3-4, and then they're going to spread out to 4 wide receivers, and you're going to say, we're kind of in trouble here. And I think you get less of a chance to get exploited if you start in the big dime. So that's how I would take this question. So, we got another Star Wars Battlefront code coming out. Hopefully you guys got that Xbox ready. Let's take a look at the next question in the mailbag. This one is from Czop. He wants to know, do you have a quick passing scheme against man-to-man press? So let's take a real quick look in flip playbooks here, and we'll see what we've got. So we're going to flip sides, which we just did. We just need to call a play so that we can actually change over. And we'll do that. Once again, I'd turn that Xbox on because we've got the big dime and the Star Wars Battlefront coming out quickly. Alright, so let's go to, we'll call this big dime cover 2 man. For a man-beating formation, guys, this is going to be a sneak preview of what you're going to get more full scheme from this in the winner's kit, a couple extra plays. But if you want to beat man-to-man press, it's got to be this gun empty bunch. Divide wheel is the play. S. Gibbs has been running this. I'm sure I'll do a bad job explaining it, but don't worry, we'll recover everything in the group as well. We've also got our little run scheme that we'll talk about later tonight. So if they call press, you'll see we've got 10,000 ways to beat man-to-man on this play. So a good idea is to slant Peterson across the middle, and you're looking pretty good. You can motion snap Patterson, you can motion snap Wallace, either that you like, but the Wallace route is a popular man-beating route. The problem is if it gets pressed, it can screw up. So it might not get separation on the cut. See how he got inside release and now he's waiting for it? That's the one route that you must look out for with this play. If they don't get pressed, then you know you're going to have it pretty easily on the cut. And then you're going to hopefully be able to possession catch it on the sideline. This is the potential mistake areas I see in this play, where if they press and he doesn't get an inside release, you can have trouble throwing this to the sideline. That's kind of the first, see right there, very dangerous throw with the press. So you can consider motioning him a step to get him a free release, and that's one way you can do that. But the other routes on the play are more simple, so they don't really need as much explanation as that simple B route right there. But let's see. Right there, Patterson does not have the route running that you're going to want from a receiver in the slot. Right here, you're going to want to go with Captain Keenan Allen or the flashback to Sean. Anybody, even Eddie Royal base edition will work a little bit better than Cordero. So once again, man press. Let's see. Free drag, free release from the drag over the middle. So that's kind of your first read on the play is, am I going to get a free release? Number 2, I would say, is Adrian Peterson across the middle. So on the slant. So let's see. Is Johnson open? Is Johnson open? Is Johnson open? Yes. So Peterson didn't get open right there, so that's why we threw it to Johnson one more time. So that's the first play. That's kind of the first read. Let's see if we can get Peterson open across the middle. So here's where my brain's looking after the snap. Johnson, Johnson, Johnson. Okay, Peterson. So that's 2 reads. That's 2 reads right there. So it's Johnson. Okay, nope. Is it Peterson? Okay. That way, if somebody's usering, you have the ability to kind of go to the next level. Third read is Johnson. Nope. Peterson. Nope. Oh, Rudolph on the cut. And obviously go with the possession catch there. Don't try and rack that upfield. So once again, this is gun empty bunch from the Vikings playbook. It's one of the only formations in the game, and it's one of the only playbooks that has this formation. So once again, man press. We're looking for Johnson X. Then we're looking for Peterson. Then we're looking for Rudolph. And we get a bad throw from Teddy. Once again, need to get a good throw across the middle right there. But you can see the difference in progressions on this play. Let's go with Peterson one more time. Right there. We sort of got separation from the tight end across the middle, but we wanted to hit Johnson. He was much more open. You've got to take that if it's there. Otherwise, once again, you can turn the ball over. The Rudolph's kind of like a backbreaker throw if they clamp down on Johnson. The further a throw is, the more difficult it makes it. And you'll see right there. But that will be open. You'll see that works in game. So don't forget about that. That's kind of your third read. And then you either kind of have or say they drop this safety down to defend over the middle. You can fit this in with the safety there, but let's see. Boom. So Patterson with the wide open drop right there, but you'll see when he cuts, so he's not going to get pressed because you're motioning him. He gets a nice little quick release. Hopefully we'll get a better route runner will get a little more separation on the cut. And if there's no safety there, you can lob it, as we did here, and hopefully rack onto it. But if there is a safety there, then you've got to kind of throw a quick bullet, and that should work a little bit better for you. So let's see. We'll try it quick one more time. See, it wasn't there right there. And that's where you can't lob it on the throw. So you need to win on the cut if the safety stays, but you don't need to win on the cut if he does not stay, if he's in another assignment. So once again, the route running having a big effect on it. Don't sleep on route running. In my opinion, the most important rating to beat man-to-man coverage. Let's see, we've got to actually call press as well. That's one thing we didn't do on that last play. We didn't call press. See how we actually moved inside? Nah, not there. Not there. All right, it works. I've seen it work in action. Gibbs scored a lot of touchdowns on this bad boy. That's kind of the fourth read, or like an individual, a one-off play. And then lastly, you can go to Wallace. If nothing's open on the backside and they either don't press or you get the motion snap, you've got kind of Wallace as your last option. So there's 5 reads on this play, and that is how it would go about beating man-to-man press. Viking scheme, pretty nice. Once again, there's more plays in this scheme that you can use to beat zone. We've got plays to pick up the blitz. So if you're having trouble beating the blitz, there's a great play-action play in this that can beat it. So make sure to follow the stream, because this is the scheme that S. Gibbs uses when he streams here on this channel, and you can kind of pick up a lot of the little tendencies from this. So pretty nice. Big fan. Fizzley called it out in the chat right there. Keenan Allen captain is an excellent item in the game this year. The captain or the 24-hour or the hero are great options if you're looking to beat it across the middle. So one more time, you're going to look for Johnson first across the middle. Then you're going to look for Peterson on the backside. Rudolph, if he gets inside, can get open. Cordero, if you get him off the press and have a better route runner with the motion snap. And then Wallace is kind of the 5th read. So, I mean, you're using every part of the field right here. And right there, nothing but going to Johnson. And once again, if you can turn a 3-yard drag route into that against 2 men under, which is one of the strongers in there, is pretty darn nice. Once again, in the Brain Trust group, we'll talk more about the read option from this formation, the play action play, which is really nice, and of course the play verticals, which is a zone beating play with a couple adjustments. So some good options here. Don't sleep on this formation. Like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, here we go. Good question. Once again, right now we're giving away a Star Wars Battlefront Xbox One code. Hope you got your pens ready. Once again, shout out to EA Sports AJ hooking us up with a code to give to you guys. We're going to check out Battlefront later tonight in the show. I'm going to hop on PS4, but I figure I'd give away my Xbox One version of it, and that one of you guys can get a shot at it. So make sure to definitely look into that, and hopefully somebody has screenshotted this and won already. All right, next question in the mailbag. This one is coming in from Big Slow 17. What was added to MUT Rewards? So as you know, MUT Rewards, you sign up on MUTRewards.com and they send you stuff in-game depending on how many packs you've opened. There was contracts. There was different things at different times of the year so far. They sent games out to people, but the big news recently was that they opened it up to international. So we used to talk about MUT Rewards. People would get real upset if they were from Britain, England, United Kingdom. I know that's Wales. I know that's like all the same, but all different. If you were British or Irish or anything, Canadian even, I believe, you struggled with your MUT Rewards, but that's no longer the case. Mutt Rewards has gone worldwide. So you should definitely sign up if you haven't. I know the guys across the pond are sleeping right now, but they'll catch it on YouTube in the morning. Go sign up for Mutt Rewards if you didn't already hear, especially with Australia. All right. Good question. Next question is from Renner on Twitter. How to attack cover 4 drop from 3-4 odd? So this is a pretty good question. This is something I've faced a few times and had a little bit of trouble with. It's just that if somebody calls, once again, we don't have 3-4 odd here. But even just a cover 4 from nickel normal, just cover 4 can be tough in general. One thing I'd recommend is making sure to attack the flat. So once again, this isn't my ideal flat route from RB. I don't love this one specifically, just because it doesn't get out quick enough. But the flat routes from gun split close or the flat routes from other formations will get out quickly. And let's see. You can hopefully hit the sideline. You've got to stress that flat route. If you don't stress the flat route, guys, it's over before it starts. I know there's a flat route on the play, and I know it looks like, why are you throwing to a covered area? But believe me, there is a chance to get to the edge with the correct halfback route or flat route and turn it upfield for a nice gain. That's one area I'll go to. The second thing I'll do is definitely run the ball. You've got to commit to running the rock. Otherwise, people are going to potentially pass commit and get more of an advantage. The last thing I'll do is just flat out go deep. Against cover 4, I will block as many people as possible and just look to target downfield. Once again, we're using the Minnesota Vikings, who Teddy Bridgewater doesn't have great deep throw. They don't really have any deep threat receivers. But an ultimate team, you get a guy with some good spec catch. You've got to go deep against cover 4. It's kind of counterintuitive, but you are going to have a one-on-one matchup on the edge. And anytime you get a one-on-one matchup, you've got to kind of use it to your advantage. So, once again, Teddy needs to get his feet set. Usually, if you throw it on time, that second defender won't be in the area. So here, because we didn't get the feet set with our quarterback because it was off a play action fake, and see how he's kind of rolling out, this defender was able to recover, but usually he won't, and you'll get a one-on-one throw downfield on the sideline, and Mike Wallace makes a play for us. This is the one time where I feel like you've got to attack the defense. Look, you get a one-on-one matchup in zone coverage, especially cover 4, you got to take a shot downfield. If they're zone blitzing you, cover 3, you can either hit the flat or go downfield. But if you get one-on-one zone looks all game long, eventually you've got to take a shot. Otherwise, you're essentially, they're winning. They're beating you because they're playing your own game. Let's see if we can make one more concept here from this. So let's say we motion Peterson out to the right. I don't know if this is going to work. So what you like to do is kind of see if you can have a deep zone take away the safety a little bit. And then throw to Patterson. So have Patterson... that's like a decent area you can attack. So if you're able to send a deep zone back, and then we'll put Peterson on an in. So I'm going to look to throw to Cordero, and hopefully... See, what you need is Peterson to draw the attention of the middle linebacker. Otherwise, he backs up too far. So there's a better formation for this. I'm just kind of trying to make the concept on the fly. This is something we've given away before and shared, but right there. That's kind of the area you want to attack in cover 4, and that's what I'm thinking. So let's run that one more time. Let's see. All right, here we go. So right here, Rudolph on the streak takes kind of the attention away. We've got, once again, what do you want to do when you face zone? Flood the area, get more receivers than they have defenders. Right there, we kind of drive him away. Throw it earlier so this guy can't break down. Once again, like I said, you'd want to get Thomas Davis out of there with a different route and different concept, and that would happen, but that's how it worked for you. All right. Good question. Got to stay diligent against cover 4 for show. Next question in the mailbag. This one is from Mr. Mall. How do I join the Brain Trust Facebook group? You can do that by subscribing to the channel. Once again, there's no need for anybody to subscribe. It is an added bonus. All we simply ask is that you do follow the channel. Following is totally free, and it will let you know when we go live. We do this every Wednesday night. Once again, usually joined by my co-host S. Gibbs. We also stream on this channel on Sundays. We give kind of fantasy updates, and we just kind of watch the games, hang out, chat. Everyone hangs out. We also stream during the week. We just pop on for S. Gibbs did a live lab Monday. On Monday, we play random games during the week. I played games yesterday. So, quick question in the chat from Bringing the Heat, Freeney or Ware? I know Freeney has 97 Excel and Ware doesn't have 97, he has 95, but I still think that the Ware is going to be a little bit better. He's stronger. The 94 strength really, I think, adds kind of another dimension to it. And if you've already subscribed but aren't in the Brain Trust yet, take a look for your email tonight. Once again, sending out the Z Farrell's punt, the M stack, and hold fast hope inside zone D. And then later in the week or weekend, we'll have probably early next week, S. Gibbs going over more of that gun bunch. We're also going to add some gun split Viking for free right now, and then you'll be able to add those passing plays. We showed you the man one, but the PA and the zone beater will go into the Brain Trust as well. But let's keep going through the mailbag. And this one is from Marvinus. What is the best way to practice usering? So this is a really good question because, once again, user control is the only real way to improve your defense consistently every single year in the game. The better you user, the better you're going to be at the game. There's 3 things you can do to get better user control. And in my opinion, it starts with number 1. It's kind of like, there's a thing in football called pattern matching. And to me, it's kind of like formation matching in Madden. So say you like to play cover 2 man, and that's what you come out in, and you feel confident that when you play cover 2 man, you can slow down most of your opponents. Well, when you see this formation, you've kind of got to think 3 things. You've got to think, is it an inside zone? 1, because this is a popular run from these type of formations. Could it be an inside zone to Adrian Peterson? And if it was an inside zone, it's going to go right through that gap right there. And fortunately, your defensive tackle stopped it right there, but he's not always going to be there to stop it for you. So what you would do against a formation like this, your first thing would be to move Luke Kuechly over. And then depending on this matchup over here, you might say, all right, I think I can bring Coleman down and be ready to play run defense against this formation and hopefully make a play against it. Once again, I'm controlling both controllers, and I didn't run right there. But learning the patterns of formations is the most important thing. So that was your first guess, is it inside zone? The second thing, if it's 3rd and 12, so if it's 1st and 10, you might think inside zone. If it's 3rd and 12, you got to think 4 verticals, because 4 verticals is the only real pass play from a formation like this that requires user control to kind of shut it down. So what you might do in a situation like this is, if you're using the guy in the halfback and the ball gets snapped, and you so now you know you gotta drop back over the middle and hopefully make a play on that throw, because the Rudolph route here will pretty much beat man and zone. Now, if Rudolph was on the other side of this formation, or Johnson, say Johnson and Rudolph were kind of switched positions, like say Johnson was on the right in trips and Rudolph was the tight end on the left, well then all of a sudden you've got to look for corner routes, because then corner routes become what's going to beat you. So the formation would change a little bit, and now 4 verticals isn't the real worry. It's Rudolph on a corner route. Like, so if Rudolph's lined up on the left side, that would be a corner route, and then you're in trouble. So that's kind of the second thing you would think. The third thing, in years past, you might think wide receiver screen, or you might think like a flood concept to the right, but those are basically the 2 things to look out for in this year when you face a formation like this. So you need to, A, win with your brain before the ball is snapped, and the game situation in the formation really, really matter. So let's take a look at a formation like this. Okay, so let's play cover 2 man again. We don't really have a 3-down line set like we like, but so now this is the formation I was talking about. So hopefully your brain was able to picture this before I went to this formation, and you were able to kind of see, like, all right, I understand why that would be a corner route type situation. So on defense, against something like this, you want to user the middle. But as soon as you see Rudolph take off, then you got to go stand over here and hopefully be ready to make a play on the ball. Because those are the popular things that are going to beat you. The good news is that Peterson, even though you're watching the guy in the halfback, even if you go stand over here, and you might think, well, then just sort of halfback. Well, then I break down and hit stick. So you don't want to go stand right here on this play. Like, there's no real reason to go stand over where Adrian Peterson is, because then you can't play the Rudolph play. But if you go stand and play Rudolph, well, then you can just drop down and play Peterson. So if you stay here, okay, you made the tackle. He got tackled at the 34-yard line. But if you go and play here, now they can't throw Rudolph. Well, now you can drop down and whatever. He went out of bounds at the 37. So that's kind of the other thing about usering is, 1, the game situation, 2, the formation and what's popular, 3, where is their first read and then where's their second read, and how can you be in the area of one and not the other. The other thing you can do is, like, say you take away this, well then like that right there, he hung on to it, but you're all over the face of that. So if you're playing a good player who's not just going to throw this tight end route no matter what, like a bad player is going to throw this tight end route even though you stood over here. Like, the second I go and stand over here, a good quarterback is like, let me go and see what's over here. And so even though on the cut I've already gone this way, this is like where you playing a bad player hurts you is like, you know, a good player would never throw that, so you can abandon it, but a bad player would throw it either way, and then he's actually open. But a good player is going to come back across the middle, but you're doing a really good job on defense. You're keeping your momentum and your balance, so you don't have to slow down because you're doing a good job with the left stick, not like having to plant and cut. And then you're able to make up that much ground and get back to whatever the second/third read would be on that play. So think about it with that 5 wide play we showed earlier. So we showed this play earlier, right? It was a kind of our 5 wide sneak peek brain trust look at how to beat kind of man press from the gun empty bunch. But if we were going to man defend this, what we'd have to do is this. We would have to, once again, basically take away X. So right now, here's what I'm thinking. All right, let's see. All right, take away X, take away X, take away RB, now take away A, take away A. So, like, we just sort of took away 3 routes. Like, not really, but we had the intention as the user to take away all these routes. What makes this play so good, especially, is, like, there's a lot of routes crossing in the middle. So if he was to throw this real quick, like right here, you don't want to throw that real quick because it looks like I'm breaking down. But then all of a sudden, it looks like I'm covering AP. So he's not going to throw that after there. So then all of a sudden, it looks like now I'm going back to cover the crossing route, right? So once again, active user, Active user across the middle. 1, 2, 3 routes. If you can cover 3 routes on a single play, you're going to have a lot of success, because what that allows you to do is then take this route and go put a flat here to stop the Wallace thing. Maybe you do something bananas. See, you get beat if you do this, potentially, but now maybe you do this. If you've taken away three routes, you're winning. You're winning. Once again, super risky here, but that's the name of the game. When you're doing user control, like, you've got to hustle and be around the ball and learn to take away more than one option on a play. And always practice like you're playing against a good player, not like you're playing against a bad player, because it's just too strong. So that's what I'm thinking, and that's what I like to go. Once again, shout out to some of the new guys in the chat who have joined us from YouTube. Should I sell Draft Champs AP and get the base elite and upgrade my defense? Niners fan, yeah, I would sell Draft Champs AP. I think you can get better value at halfback, depending on his cost, and defense is always a good place to go with. Good job by Big C in the chat mentioning, remember down and distance, don't get beat deep is definitely important. Give them yards, not scores. Get them in the red zone and then play your defense. So definitely with you on that, man. You wanna live to fight another day on defense. Right now we're gonna open a bundle on the stream. We've got a BCA bundle coming in, and before we do that, though, once again, we're gonna look at this gun split Viking. So this is a little free scheme for all of the people out there. We've been running this shovel option from the Colts and Bucks playbook. If you type in the chat or search the YouTube channel, you'll easily be able to check out our shovel option scheme from Tampa Bay. But this is kind of a bit of a different scheme. And the biggest difference is you'll want to pitch to Adrian Peterson more on this. The first thing you want to do, though, is go to package with the right stick and use the backup, I think it's a tight end slot. So tight end slot puts Jerick McKinnon in the backfield, and then that will move, and you'll get Kyle Rudolph, who's a much better blocker at tight end position. So let's call that here. Go some dime. And we will look to we'll call 2 men under for now. So there's the kind of that second piece. So that's how you know that it's a pretty good idea to run the read option or the shovel option right here, because the second P isn't up in the face of the defense. And right there, we pitch to McKinnon, who is fast and can play in the middle. With the Buck shovel option, we rarely pitch up the middle. But with this one, assuming you get the right look, you'll want to pitch in the middle. So we'll see if we can fake it. I mean, in the course, you really want to go into practice and practice this, because the risk of making the wrong read is pretty big. What I do like about it, and this is something that Gibbs points out quite a bit, is if you pitch, say I pitch to LB, and it's a fumble, it's not a fumble because it's a forward pass. So teams like to run this in the red zone in real life all the time. But you get better running control with the quarterback with this specific read option. So right there is the AP pitch. So I would say in the Bucks scheme, 1% of the time you might pitch it inside. In this, you might pitch it like 20%. Then you might keep it with the quarterback like 20%. And then 60% of the time, McKinnon's going to be the guy ending up with the ball. So this is kind of the new... and once again, if he gets blocked... But right there, you think that's a fumble, but once again, it's a pitch forward, so you don't actually lose possession, which is pretty nice. So keep that in mind. The other good thing about this formation is it has every other type of run in the game. The inside zone split is your other run. So if you're not feeling the read option or the double P is there, you've got... look at that. That's dirty AP. You've got that inside zone with the ability to cut it up inside. So if it's like 3rd and short, I would say take that on 3rd and 2. But if it's like 2nd and 7, then you kind of want to try and get to the edge and see if you can pick up more yards. So once again, 3rd and 2. We don't turbo, don't turbo, don't turbo, cut. Very important not to turbo, because if you turbo, you have a hard time with the left stick turning. You end up turning into like a boat, and you're like, ugh. So once again, 3rd and 2, short yardage, no turbo, cut it up like that and make some runs. But if you're looking to break a bigger run with this inside zone, well, then you've got to kind of try and take it off the edge. Once again, we've got a tight end in the game, and you can pick up more yards. Swish, for me, I'm going to stick with the Bucks for right now, just because I feel a little bit more confident in some of their plays. I do see myself having good success with this. I need to go into the lab, though, and work more on the gun empty bunch. Once again, we showed you the man beating play. There is the play action play, and there is the zone beating play. But if you simply take plays at face value that you haven't labbed yet, you'll win games against above average. You'll beat above average players. You're not going to beat good players, because in the 4th quarter, when you've used, this play once, and then they start to take away the Wallace route, which is the quick out, and then they start taking away the wheel, and then their user in the middle, you're gonna struggle late in game. And because if a person's making adjustments, that's the type of person you want to play, right? Like, you want to play somebody who is going to adapt. Otherwise, why not just play the computer and run and beat them every single play? So that's the only reason. But there's also the read option in this, so you might say, well, Farrells, let's see. With the shovel option, you could run to the right. With the inside zone, you run to the right in this Vikings playbook. Isn't that bad? What if somebody, starts to take their defense and stacks them over here? Because with the double P Bucks read option scheme, the shovel option goes to the left, and the inside zone goes to the right. So you might say, at least we're hitting 2 fronts right there. But with this, you might say, we're always going to the right, so couldn't they just run commit to the right? Well, you've got the read option, and depending on if they read or give, well, now you've got, once again, Teddy Bridgewater here, but depending on who your ultimate team quarterback is, maybe the elite Mariota, you can mix it up. Once again, you still want to be smart and only run it when it's there, but if they do start to kind of take it away or really crowd the right, then you should be able to get the blocks you need and make some runs. So those are 2 of the runs in this, once again, Vikings kind of free offensive running scheme. This is going to win you a lot of games, especially if you're more patient and have kind of 2 running backs. A lot of people don't like to just rely on one back in Ultimate Team. They like to kind of get that secondary back and mix up their rotation. This allows you to get both of those guys active in the run game and allows you to get active with the quarterback in the run game. And running with the quarterback's a lot of fun in Madden. Once again, it can cause you a lot of headaches if you're not careful, because you can turn the ball over a little bit. But the last thing I would do if you're not comfortable running the read option, or you don't say, I don't want to use a mobile quarterback, well, you can wait until they kind of go there, and you can run the counter. Once again, counters last year, way better, way faster, a nightmare. Counters were very tough to stop in Madden 15, but in 16, they're much slower, much more realistic handoff. So now people stop running them, but, I mean, if the left edge is open and they're shifting their line, like if the left edge is open, the left edge is open, and you can go back to running the counter, and you still can win with some blocks. So don't sleep on the counter. I know it's a run that we've stopped kind of going away from, but you can come back to the counter in this Vikings offensive scheme. Once again, the split Viking is the run plays. So write these down, guys. If you're at home and you're saying, I can't run the ball, you're going to go to this split Viking. You're going to use the right stick to go to the tight end slot package. You're going to call the play shovel option. You're going to run that a good chunk of the time. You're going to make sure you learn the pitches. You're going to use the quick audible to the run play, which is the inside zone split. If they really start to slow you down to the right side, you're going to come back, hit them with the read option, hit them with the counter. You've got nice quick passes as the audibles, which are you have the ability to throw to the flat like we showed earlier. So if they start to blitz defenders off the edge, so say they do something like this where they're trying to bring edge pressure from a cover 3 shell. We just kind of made our own right there. You can audible to a quick pass, hopefully target the halfback out of the backfield who will make the play for you. So these are all good ideas to stay in this formation. That's the running scheme. For the passing scheme, once again, we showed earlier this gun empty bunch. We showed you the play divide wheel to beat man-to-man coverage, especially man-to-man press. 5 different reads across the formation. We're going to explore in the brain trust the verticals play, the play action play, and the motion read option. So make sure to join us there if you're interested on hearing more about this Vikings playbook. Right now, we are going to run the BCA bundle. We're going to open some packs here live on the show and see if we can have some good luck ripping packs. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling the pack luck once again. We gave away one of the Star Wars beta codes tonight live on the show. I'm assuming that this has been redeemed already. Shout out to everyone who's interested in checking that game out. Shout out to all the new subscribers tonight. Once again, M-Stacks, new inside zone defense. The Farrell's punt will go out tonight, and then we'll have more passing plays being added next week sometime. All right, here we go. Who is the fastest MLB I can get for 7,000 coins? Stinkelstein. I would get Brandon Watts or Anthony Barr. Play them at middle linebacker. That's what I'm thinking. Don't. Shazier is who you want to save for eventually. I would just get the Barr for the short term and go from there. All right, we've got packs coming in. There's the Nick Perry, guys. Holy crap, Steve Smith. Limited edition. Packs are hot. We got to keep pulling. Packs are hot. We'll look at that card shortly. Let's look at that card shortly. Get me more packs. Steve Smith. I don't even know what just happened. I did not know that card was in the game. I am juiced up about that. Let's go, Steve Smith. Yes. Okay. Steve Smith. Let's go. That is fantastic. We need it. Let's keep ripping right here, guys. Once again, BCA bundle. We're just getting the loose packs. King Dunlap, guys, the best run blocking. This King Dunlap right here, if you don't have a good run blocking tackle, he is your guy. Sub him in at tight end. He will hold the edge. More people need to use King Dunlap in their lineup. Don't be silly. Packs are hot, folks. Steve Smith. I never pulled a limited edition. I've never pulled a limited edition. That's awesome. That's really cool. Let's go. All right, here we go. We've got these this bundle to open, and let's do it. I believe, once again, I believe Jo is going to be in town next week. So hopefully we're looking to get Jo on This Week in Madden. If you guys don't follow Jo's channel, definitely check him out at Jo30 on Twitch. But let's keep running this bundle. Packs are hot. Packs are hot. Bob Woods. Bob Woods. I'm really excited about that Steve Smith. I want to go back and look. LK Springs has been... Once again, this Gilmore's really good for a base item if you're new to the game. They've also got an FO. I believe it's an FO. It's an elite version of the Gilmore that is very, very good. So if you don't have good depth at corner yet, the Gilmore is a nice option for your team. So definitely think about picking one up. All right. Latavius, once again, for guys that still need a budget back, Latavius Murray and Todd Gurley are two favorite backs. 94 acceleration, 92 speed with 84 truck. So if you need a budget back, Latavius Murray, Todd Gurley, Jerick McKinnon, Dree Archer, Junior Galette. He goes in the Brandon Cooks set, which means I got a shot at Captain Brandon Cooks, who is a stud in the game this year. Red paint right there. And now we got Chris Baker, defensive tackle. 93 strength. Okay, I see you. A little low block shed, but this can do. I always like pulling a card with a little green stripe on it. Let's go, Road Sodas. I get loose out here, man. Let's go. Always lurking in the building. S. Gibbs, even from 35,000 feet, pops in the chat just to let me know that my controllers aren't good enough. Once again, we'll have some Star Wars Battlefront Beta, we gave away a lot of codes in the chat tonight. Hans Ward popped in out of nowhere. Just a Madden community guy. Works over at EA. Great job by him to surprise the chat with some beta codes. We gave away one. I believe we have one more Xbox One to give away, but I got to double check on that. We'll be playing on PS4 tonight. Good times. Lane goes for 25,000 coins. That makes me very excited. For players that don't, once again, have great depth of corner, want to play man-to-man, Bradley Roby is a good option for you. 93 speed, 85 man. He's also got a new item out from last week that I think you're going to like. Once again, this is a BCA bundle. Sam Barrington, what's he got going on? 87 hip pow. I think this guy has good strength as well. 92 strength at MLB. So there might be a way to find out how we could fit him in there. All right, Marcus Mariota, D'Angelo Williams. Guys, so once again, this D'Angelo Williams, I don't understand how you don't have him in your lineup. 91 speed, 97 excel. Once again, as an investor, I got to say I love D'Angelo Williams. 90 strength. 90 strength halfback. 97 excel. He's going for like 6,000 coins. He needs to be on more rosters. Done. I'm done barking about it. But you're crazy. You guys are crazy if you don't have one. All right, here we go. Good rip. Love some D'Angelo. I can't wait to check out this Steve Smith. Let's see. Corey Redding. What you got, Corey Redding? 94 strength, 90 acceleration, 88 play rec. Wow. There might be a spot. I mean, 90 play rec, still pretty strong. Vince Wilfork's really the only other guy. I'm sure he's probably been all pulled, but the Vince Wilfork is an end game item. Once again, if you haven't seen all the players, I've given you my 5 budget recommendations. Guys like Vance McDonald, D'Angelo, DeMarcus Wares, over on youtube.com/zfarrell, so don't forget to check that out. If you're looking for, hey, how do I go about this BCA promo? Who should I be targeting? Because we got a lot of new items. Andy Dalton. I've heard this guy has 79 speed with really high excel. 85 excel. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see. 82 deep. All right. All right, Dalton. We'll take it. We'll take it. Steve Smith has 90 strength. Let's go. Let's go, Steve Smith. All right, let's see if we get to the topper. We're getting there. Jerry Hughes. We're almost at the topper. We need Big Vince. This is just a regular pro pack that we won. The wear is very good. All right, so we got one more BCA pack, and then we're going to go with the topper. I'm so excited for the topper. Topper's always my favorite thing. The flashback topper, it's never been my thing, but maybe this BCA topper pack will be good. All right, boys, we need some chat love. YouTube, I love you guys. Chat, we need this topper love. Let's go. We need a big pull right here. I believe Series 2 is coming out of here. Corey Redding, all right, we got one. Austin Pettis. Josh Morgan, all right. What do you got for me, Austin Pettis? Looks like he'll just be going in a set. Looks like these guys will be going in a set. 89, 82. We got the Corey Redding already. Whew. All right, but we did pull Steve Smith. He is the winner of this bundle. Let's go see if we can find a spot for Steve Smith in the lineup. Get to the topper! I like that, Steven. I like that a lot. All right, Steve Smith, where you at? 92 speed, 84 route running, 96 catch in traffic. Have some strength for me, Steve. 90 strength, 95 excel. Could he block? Can he block for me? 62 run block. Pretty good, because Demarius has really good run block, and Demarius doesn't have 90 strength. Okay. All right, we'll put Steve Smith in the lineup. Let's give Steve Smith some run. We'll get him a little bit of run. You can't be mad because he's got 93 spec. Demarius. So once again, the lineup, we have inserted Randall Cunningham into the lineup. He cost us a game last night with an overthrow on an open deep ball. So I'm still debating him. Obviously, we reviewed the Odell for our YouTube channel, so if you want to see Odell in action and learn how to get him, how to do Mutt Master, make sure to go over to youtube.com/cfarles and check it out. We'll be playing with him more on this channel as well, so make sure to follow. Vance McDonald is our tight end, and then we've got Joey Porter in the middle. Once again, we borrowed this to review Tyrone Matthew and Joey Porter. We're dying to review these guys. We've heard that they play excellent, and we want to make sure before we recommend them out to people that they are the guys that we say they are. So those are the guys we're looking to recommend. We picked up a Darius. We want to get the new Wilkerson, and Perry's in there. Shazier is now our QB spy guy over Barr, and that's what we've got happening. What's going on, Vikings fan? We've switched our playbook up, so this will be our first game. The record is still looking pretty good. Once again, our last game was the overthrow from Randall. We're 64-5 so far. So once again, you need a little pain to have to change up your scheme. I feel like I could run the Buck scheme kind of until the rest, a good chunk of the rest of the way, but I'm not ready yet to. I don't want to like not give it up. So once again, we borrowed the Honey Badger, and we borrowed Ryan. We borrowed Joey Porter. We borrowed the Honey Badger because we want to test them out. Once again, guys, I do Mutt teardowns. It's my service to the community. I hope that it helps you guys out. You can type teardown in the chat. I'll be working on those this week to get them back to you if you've already submitted your lineup. What a teardown is, totally free. You send me your lineup. You say, Farrells, I run this playbook. I got this many coins. Here's my team. How can I get better? And I say, that guy doesn't really make sense for what you're telling me that you like to do. Try this quarterback. He costs less and has a little bit better stats. CBs, you should be working towards these guys. I like the guys you have, but you should be trying to get to here and here and here. And hopefully it will improve your knowledge of Ultimate Team. So that should be what you got going on. Hopefully those teardowns will help you. Once again, they're free. And let's see. All right, here we go. Let's get into this game. Let me know if you want full screen. Let me know if you want not full screen. I'll try my best for you. That's your fault. Yeah, I have not done the latest batch. I went to do the latest batch today, but got caught up with some stuff, so haven't done the latest batch, but I do have them ready. So. All right, so once again, gun. Y-Trip's weak. Steve Smith. This is not going well. 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 I need to take a timeout. The Giants will use a timeout. So I got all my. So right there, I had to sub in certain players to make this formation more effective, and I didn't get to the right guys in time. See, I don't want to. I do want Steve Smith in, but Deshaun. Where's the shovel option? Am I in the right? What? I'm in the Vikings playbook. Haha. Can't take back-to-back timeouts. Uh-oh.
The Giants come out in a jumbo set. First down at the 22. He takes it on the counter. And that's a gain of 9.
We've made a huge mistake, folks. Before I left, the only thing I did today was sub in a new playbook. S. Gibbs, you didn't do this to me. Is he still watching?
After running it, it's second down.
Hike.
At the line of scrimmage. Backfield.
No, S. Gibbs from 35,000 feet has put me in a mental pretzel. Before I left, I put in the Colts playbook. That's all I did. Because last night, I used the Vikings playbook and I said, Farles, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet for the Vikings playbook.
The Giants snap it up at the 26.
And now I get into game.
Now for the offense, one of the fastest players this game has ever known.
And I'm in deep trouble, as they say. All right, Farles, you chirped about this play. Let's see if we can get it to work here.
There are very few guys on the defensive side that can chase him down. The Giants come to the line and they put their
looks like zone coverage.
Formation. The Giants come to the line. First down marker is at the 32. 3rd and 7.
He dropped the rock.
3 plays. That incompletion brings us to 4th down.
All right. You know what? We got the ball in the hands of our guy right there. He didn't catch it. It's all right. It happens. And right now we got to lock up on defense. And that's what we're working on here. We dropped the ball.
And he's on the sidelines out of
okay, we'll get a score. No, we'll get a score. We're good. We're good.
That's all you can say.
We're good.
The return team,
we're good.
The football, it bounces out and they get it back.
Playbook gate, little playbook gate. I mean, that happens. So right here, what I'm thinking, guys, is I'm going to come out in this big dime. I'm going to call my defense. All right, potential.
First down at the 33.
Joey Porter, trying to test out this Joey Porter. We've got the Honey Badger in the game. He's very good on run defense. Once again, it was inside zone. I saw that formation. I knew I had to get the linebacker from the right side of the defense over to the left. We did it. Once again, the guy got 6 yards. That's fine. That's fine for the first play of the game. We're just trying to make sure it doesn't happen every play. Right there. Now it's 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, anything can happen. Inside zone one more time. That wasn't even really quite our thing. He's going to go to 3-4 here. We want to take this away, guys, but it's the first 3rd down of the game. You can't sell out yet. You can't sell out yet. Yes, you can, though. Fullback dive stuffed. Fullback dive stuffed. Oh, we didn't get there. That's on me. You can sell out a little bit. That's our fullback dive. It was there. Ooh, he's going to stay in it, huh? All right. Let's see what he does. It's Julio Jones.
Smith's a tight end, but lined up in the backfield for this play.
Wow, we were there. We were one step off right there. We were one step off. We were one step off that throw. That's fine.
The Giants will come out in the dime. Jamal Charles carries the football.
Ooh, okay.
It's about 9 on the play. When you run the football like this and you show toughness.
So, all right, let's see. 2nd and 1. See, we've already kind of conceded this first down right here. 2nd and 1. he's probably going to get the first down. Like, we just don't want to get beat by anything else. Like a quick toss to the right, 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 like a quick toss to the... Nice play, DRC. With the press right there, you play a little bit better defense across that.
As we get a look at this defense,
I got fooled by S. Gibbs tonight, so if you're just tuning in, guys, S. Gibbs, he's in an airplane right now. He changed my playbook. I switched it to a scheme I could win a game with. Now I'm stuck in this Minnesota playbook, which is fine. I'll still fullback dive. Stuffed on 3rd and 1. Let's go. That's fullback dive defense. It's on youtube.com/zfarles, guys. Don't forget to follow the channel. I'm going to drop some flats here. I don't think he'll toss it, do you?
Back out on the field here for this 4th and short play. The Raiders will take the snap from the 30.
So I didn't get my defense down in time right there. That's on me. That's on me. All right. Keep going here. We'll keep it going here. Ooh. Josh is excellent. Josh Norman is amazing, guys. Great zone coverage defender for your ultimate team if you don't have one yet.
Press coverage all the way. The quarter is about
inside zone.
One more play first.
Okay, we talked about that route earlier. We talked about how you motion snap the receiver. He gets the quick cut to the sideline. It's a good route right there. Something very common. Nice. We'll have to try and take that away later and see. Let's see what this guy's going to do right here. Right here.
After that grab, it's now 2nd down and 2.
Uh-oh. This is bad.
And the 2nd quarter is underway with this snap.
There you go.
Tackle is made and the 1st down is picked up.
Vince Wilfork in the building. Let's go. We need to acquire one of those Vince Wilforks for show. For show.
Because you've got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
All right, here we go. He's going to run inside zone from this formation. We're going to take it away. Let's go.
A long drive so far. Jamal Charles is in the backfield. 1st down and 10.
Don't release the hounds. Release the hounds. Please throw it to me. Please throw it to my guy right there. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
This will be the 11th play of the drive. The Giants defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dying defense.
That's the inside zone defense. Once again, if you're in the Brain Trust, right after this show, expect an email with it in your email. So here's my questions. 3rd and 13. Does this guy go back to that gun tight and try that little quick motion out again? And if he does, how do I handle that? Are you going to get 13 yards on that play? I don't think so. So,
the long drive continues. Playing press coverage to the outside. Romo's going to take the snap from the shotgun.
Nice route. Good route.
Jim, the defense gives up the 1st down that time inside the red zone.
Z-Spot, very popular play. One of our favorites in Madden 25. S. Gibbs defeated me tonight, and he's not even here. That's how you know he's pretty amazing.
Ready to make the stop on the goal line, loading up that defensive front.
Right here, I want to keep an eye on the clock for show.
Just a yard out. Second and goal, runs it in for the touchdown.
All right, here we go. Not bad, not bad. Good opening drive from my opponent. We've got to answer and get 7 of our own on this drive. Very important. We once again, we hit a route across the middle to the tight end, but he dropped the rock. And we'll have to make some plays.
And this is Ginn running it out. Still
Teddy.
powering ahead.
Teddy, one more. All right.
And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Giants got
The QB sneak can be slowed down. I mean, if it's like 4th and inches, it's risky. Like, I don't know if you run it there.
Demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the.
All right, let's try the new shovel option, guys. This is the new shovel option. Once again, Tampa Bay's the old shovel option free scheme on YouTube. This is the new shovel option.
The Giants will take the snap from the 25. Bell's gonna
Le'Veon, be
receive
faster,
the
bro.
ball.
Le'Veon, be faster, buddy.
Over that offense and brings him down.
Cover 2 man. I've heard of it. I've heard of it.
As he gets the football, he looks in front of him, and there are defenders everywhere as they tackle him for a loss of yards.
Takes the snap. We're about midway, second quarter. Incomplete.
Pressure came in. We got to cancel
Here in the second
the heat there.
Third down.
Let's go.
Cunningham's got no one behind him. Just the quarterback waiting for the snap.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
The Giants take it from the 23. Going for the home run. The pass balls.
Randall Cunningham. That's like when I say that's the exact thing that happened last night. That's the exact thing that happened last night. Randall. No. Randall. Needed it.
Cook's going to look for space now. That's a gain of 6.
Yeah, I feel like Drew Brees hits that, but I don't know. I don't know if it's the rack. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it is. So right here, he ran once again. Let's see what he does. Yeah, he's gonna do it.
When you talk about situations like this, it really comes down to one thing: can the offensive line continue to dominate?
The Raiders now move the chains. That's another
Randall.
reception, giving him 2.
Dropping an overthrow. It's currently costing us the most. Inside zone.
First and 10.
There it is. So that's once again inside zone defense. Coming to a brain trust near you.
The Raiders offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens to run, loses yards, that's just a bad job by the offensive line.
Romo's going to take it from the gun.
I was trying to get clicked back onto that guy to break over. Just didn't get clicked onto the guy I thought I was going to get clicked onto.
Just move the chains. That's what they did with that throw and catch that time.
Let's go. We got a turnover here.
Gives them a chance for 3 more downs.
Now first and 10. Jamal Charles.
Snuck his way out of the inside zone D right there.
If you want to run the football with success,
GRN Hockey, what's your question?
like this, where they pick up very little yardage, don't listen to the fans. Keep running it.
Let's go. Let's make a play, Farrells. Make a play.
The Giants go with the dime formation here on defense. Second down and 7. Going deep. And they connect.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player.
Croner Hut in the building? What up?
And able to make the football be.
That's the play we just showed. It's not the exact play, but it's the same concept. That's awesome.
Fails to work, and now it's third down.
Inside zone? No way you run inside zone right here, huh? You ran inside zone and we caged it.
The Giants are going to use timeouts they have remaining.
Inside zone is locked. That's good. Once again, we're slowing down right now. One of the more popular runs in the game, guys. The inside zone. He's trying to beat us with it. And thankfully, we're doing a good job slowing that down. He's had some good third down passing conversions, but we'll try and take advantage of those later in the game. We could use a big return. If we can get 3 here, we're in this game. If we can get 3 here, it's going to be a little risky, but if we can get 3 here, guys.
It'll be a touchback. The Giants' offense
We'll see about it.
hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely.
We need Randall one time.
Yeah, it was. I don't know.
Once again, I'm in the Vikings playbook.
This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive. They got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense.
Johnson's taking the hand.
Gosh.
Not only does it build the
I was hoping to break off the edge right there, get about 15 yards, and get out of bounds with the defense he was in. Obviously, he broke off the tackle right there and hurt us.
Before he called the play, he said,
So.
look, if you get a chance, get out of bounds. The chance was there. Big mistake.
Looking long. But it's incomplete.
So that was kind of the play right there with only one timeout. Once again, that's why you don't like to waste. We wasted a timeout, which is a bummer. What's up, June Cab?
First here on third down after that incompletion. Scans the field. And he makes
All right.
the catch. No, the ball
Randall 0 for 5.
The ball is knocked out of his hands. A good first half of action here, and soon we'll be sending you to Orlando and to our host, Larry.
So if I was able to get
the NFL on Sports.
how many yards? I would have needed like 20 yards because he's in cover 3 deep. There's no real, it's nothing to really throw there. If I can get 20 yards and out of bounds, it's a whole different possession, in my opinion. Obviously, the goal to get out of bounds to save the one timeout, because then all I need is like a 25-yard pass, which is much more serviceable against that defense. With a 3-down line, I didn't really think he would block shed off of that, so definitely a bit of a risk, but I felt like it was the play that I needed at the end of the half right there. That's why I took that risk. Let's see if this guy's going to run it here.
Two extra defensive backs in the dime. First down at the 24.
Nice play, Porter.
Out of the I formation.
Now, at the end of the half, you need 3, Fizzly. At the end of the half, you want 3, for sure. Show.
Tony Romo will take it right from the center. 2nd and 11. Over the middle and incomplete that time.
Well, I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a 3rd and long situation for the offense to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
Get ready. 3rd down.
Crap. So that's good job by my opponent. I need to.
Go ahead and let the quarterback complete the pass. Just make sure you come up and make the tackle before the first down. Good job. 4th down.
He's going to QB sneak. I obviously saw the motion, but I was on the wrong side, so I need to be in better position.
Go for it here on 4th down and a short yardage situation. Smith's usually a tight end, but he's in the backfield this time.
That's what you want to do. Get a first down while you're on top and keep that clock moving and just controlling the football game.
Gibbs been winning games with the Vikings scheme. I don't have it. I don't have it in my arsenal right now, which is why I switched out of their playbook to go back to the Colts, which has the scheme, and then I was so rudely.
1st and 10. And they'll give it to Jamal
Corner.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this over a period of time, it's going
Hose from 35,000 feet, guys. Once again, today, switch. I purchased the Colts playbook. I put it in because I'm like, man, I never forget to put that stuff in.
Right back to him once more.
That's not good.
Spins out of the tackle. That's a pickup of 14.
Charles is a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do?
I might have to play another because this is unsatisfying for me. This is so unsatisfying. Ask Gribbs. He just comes up with the plays. I just run them to perfection. I execute. He's the mastermind. I execute.
Miller's lined up in a single back formation. Hand off by Romo.
All right. Stop.
All over the ball carrier.
Just need one more stop here, boys and girls. Let's get it done. Let's get it done.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. The Giants come out in a dime package. Romo stepping back into the shotgun.
Okay, made a play right there.
Hold on to it after the hit.
This is a tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long coming up, but it's a good situation also. You're leading.
Need it. It's 10-0. I wouldn't exactly call it pop, but here we go. We got to play better.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. 3rd and 10. Hilton had it. Couldn't hold on. Wow. As this goes
Wow.
Job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football.
I would have liked to have an interception there. I don't think that would have been asking for too much.
The Raiders will risk it here, going for it on 4th down. The Raiders have to get to the 33 for a first. Tony Romo is going to take it from the shotgun. Jones comes up with the catch.
Oh, this is killing me softly.
Here in the second half, he wants to keep momentum. That's why he goes for it, and they get it.
Gosh. Hurts, guys. It hurts. It hurts. Once again, you need to take a little pain to always be improving your game. That's the truth. But, it just hurts. It hurts. It hurts.
Charles is never able to build up that power that he has as a runner.
I would say for my opponent there, he had 2 slants going across the same area of the field. I felt like I could cover both, but I gotta do better, obviously.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. The Raiders from the 32.
Good throw. That's a good play right there. I know. He's getting his 4th downs in. Happens. Every now and then it happens. Got to play better. All right, we need to get a drive here. That hurts us. We wanted to hold him to a field goal right there, but we didn't. So that was a good good read to switch to the tight end. Got beat on the streak. Let's see. Teddy Ginn. Try accelerating there.
The Giants talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders.
All right, let's get the shovel option. Definitely not focused. I got rattled. I'll admit it. I got rattled. I got big time rattled when I didn't have the Colts playbook. No, I can't. Okay. It definitely spooked me. I was just kind of out of sorts from that point on. And, Gibbs, Chris Johnson fumbling.
Just keep on coming from this offense with a little more than a quarter to play. It's been a lost cause the entire way.
Well, Jim, I have some advice.
Man, when it rains, it pours on you. Sometimes, folks, the Madden gods just don't go in your favor. And it hurts. And you gotta fight. And you gotta fight. And you gotta fight.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it's in.
All right.
It shows everybody that you can run it when you
we're gonna have to play another because that was just unsatisfying.
So many other things for your offense.
They need to get the play off. Smith's handed the football. Has 12 on this play.
That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this first down here.
Yeah, so the big things, I got off to a
It's
I
just
didn't
about
get a first down on my first drive. We dropped the pass, and then
the defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
He did a good job holding the ball till near the half, so we didn't have time to really mount a good drive.
They better hurry to get the snap. And here's the toss.
And then he beat us over the top to the tight end. That was a good play. But we had the 4th and 11. We had the 3rd down. We just...
Third down. The Giants sat at the line. Dime package.
Inside zone?
And the give to Lamar Miller. Keeps his legs moving. That's a gain of 6.
So...
Well, we don't see this too often. This is a speed back, but a good job that time just running right through the tackle and breaking it.
Yeah, so Lee Smith is a very good blocking tight end. That's who he's got in his lineup, and that's somebody you should definitely check out for your squad. If you haven't, he's very good.
He puts it through for 3. Phil, that's a huge 3 right
Definitely want to... He's more of a blocker than a runner, but I think he's the strongest tight end in the game, 91 strength. So check him out.
But they put a lot of pressure on the opponent. So
it's the anatomy of a loss. It's Eddie.
Just past the 20, we'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense back on the field trying to make up.
All right, we need Odell. We just need Odell at this point to just do it dirty.
But you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity.
Gotta score. Gotta score.
So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Johnson's got it on a pass that had some heat.
CJ 2K. A little too late, buddy, but whatever. Let's go. Let's hustle up. Let's hustle up here.
The quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's red zone, you look for one of your star players, your quarterback, wide receiver, or running back. They need to make a big play here.
They are in on Bell. They hurry to the line of scrimmage. Bell's got it on the handoff.
You're Le'Veon Bell.
Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in a moment.
All right, here we go. So we'll try a fullback dive here on 3rd and 1. Hopefully be able to get in the end zone. Does this playbook not have fullback dive? It does from the I-form tight pair.
This is 3rd down. Reese is going to secure.
There it is. All right, there's one. No excuse. Got to play better. But small. That's not even that stupid. I'm not a moral victory guy. Not a moral victory guy. I only like real victories. Oh. We're gonna onside kick now because we're gonna have to get one. So if we don't get one, okay, ball's loose. Okay, no, not. It's really hard to get one onside kick, so to give yourself 2 chances can't be a bad idea.
That time it did not happen. That's why they didn't recover.
The Raiders bring their offense onto the field. The last time they had control of the football, they did not come away.
Let's see here.
Yeah,
yeah, I think I gotta play one more game with the Colts playbook, or maybe Bucks. I don't know.
That always makes you feel good on the offensive side. Now take advantage of that good feeling. Go out there and score a touchdown this time.
Let's see if they can finish off a drive.
Once again, we did a good job stopping inside zone, which makes this game more frustrating. We had one bad user play, I guess.
Charles has had a tough one, especially.
We had 2 bad user plays. So
They're going to go back to him for some more touches and try to get it right.
That's right. Keep giving him the football. Keep mixing the plays up. Don't get obvious in your play call.
Nice job, Honey Badger.
Everything on their side. Well, when you know you can win the game, but just running the football.
Yeah, we had 3 bad user plays.
Take no chances. Keep 2 hands around it at all
S. Gibbs?
and don't worry about the extra yard.
My phone doesn't work in this room.
Looking for one more.
Hey, my phone doesn't really work in this room, but I hate your guts. Oh, it's balls out, balls out. It's actually going pretty good. It's actually going pretty good. It's actually going pretty good. It's actually, yeah, I scored 2 touchdowns.
The defense picks up the fumble.
Yeah.
Takes it not only for a touchdown,
Yeah.
but how long? Look at the blocks. That makes the
Colts playbook's not doing that well for me. You know, but you know, I gotta go. The Colts playbook's not working that well for me, though. Thank you.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see, Jim. I think let's look at it from the defensive side. Know the situation.
I hate you.
If they get the ball, they catch a pass, make sure you come up and make the tackle. Don't let them catch and run and get a big play.
Let's go. The comeback is on.
Giants getting set for the extra point.
We got 3 timeouts, boys. Follow the channel. Never give up on the Farls. Let's go, Farls. Let's go, Farls.
The Raiders ready to return the kickoff.
Please stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Please, please, fair catch. Bobby Wagner one time. No, he needed a bigger hit stick.
That return's good for about 13.
S. Gibbs just called me. S. Gibbs just called me. Guy changes my playbooks and then he calls me live on the show. I don't like it.
I like that comment. Go down there and tell them that. Don't screw it up. But what do you do in a situation like this? I always like to try to draw the defense off sides on first down because they're anxious and you can take advantage of that.
The Giants will stop the clock here with this timeout.
Get your towel out. Get your towel out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get your towel out. Let's go. Come on, Farls. Come on, Farls. Come on, Farls. Come on, Farls.
Press coverage all the way. The Giants will come out in the dime. Romo standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Hilton's got it.
No.
In situations like this, when you're looking to get that one first down to win the game, it's tough because the defense knows there's only a few plays.
Dang.
The offense gets it done.
Man, we just had the game right there, guys. Oh, man. Good game.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. First down at the 38.
Kill him. Kill him. Kill him.
Well, that's just the right call to make in this situation.
Oh, man.
Run the football. Don't try to be some genius and catch the defense off guard. Manage the clock and just get this game over with. After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8. To the ground. About managing the football game. That's why they ran the football right here. Not a big
We had
game,
it. We had that
but
game right
sometimes
there,
you
guys.
have to be
We battled back.
You have the lead. You're trying to get rid of the clock. You got to run it.
After that last run, it sets up 3rd and 6.
Good game. That's a good game. I lost. Fair and square. Got to play better. I'll show you a couple mistakes that I made where I don't usually think I would make it. Alright, so right here, we're going to play another game. We got to play another game because that was just unsatisfying. Once again, we wanted to be in the Colts playbook. We got switched to Vikings by S. Gibbs. He's up in the air right now, 35,000 feet, but before he left us with a little gift. So the game started out on our first 3rd down and 7. We switched to a zone beating play. We had the route across the middle. We threw the ball. We tried to possession catch, and we just got stripped out. So we started off poorly. Jared Cook. Let's see. How did he score? I forget how he got down there. So he did a good job driving. Before the half to get 3, we couldn't do anything. Fourth and 1, we didn't get the stop. 4th and 10. This play hurt me. This play hurt me real bad. 4th and 10. We use her the middle. So on this, he was doing the little route. So we showed this route in this play before our game. We knew if he motioned this out, then he would have the ability to quick throw. So what we did was sometimes we took that away with the user, but other times we dropped the flat zone, and then that allowed us to use the middle. Here we use the middle. And we just got to break and tackle there. That's us. That hurts. The play before this, okay, this one hurts because we dropped this free safety into a purple zone, so he's in a corner zone. He's just playing a buzz, curl to flat. So look at where he goes right before the snap. Look at where he goes. So that was what hurt, because then that play hurt us. And then this play where 2nd and 13. So he motioned the guy. So what we did in this situation was we manned up. So on the flat route play, the first time I showed you this, we dropped the safety into a flat to cover that. And then we used the middle. On this one, I took the guy covering Jordy Nelson and put him in a hook zone, which is a yellow, across the middle. So I wanted this hook. To play this cut across the middle. That's what I was hoping for. I was hoping he would drift more to the middle. Obviously, he kind of stayed there. And then we used this route. So as opposed to dropping a flat, we then used this. And we were hoping, because we had stopped the route across the middle a couple times, but it almost looks like the Kendricks hurt that. Ugh. I mean, that's a good pass lead. But that's Antrell roll. I mean, that's a 200K man corner against the slant, and you got to hope your guy can cover that, and he just didn't get there. So that's why that hurts, because we tried kind of a multiple approach to it, and we got beat both ways. So he made a play. That was good. I mean, we got lucky with a fumble. He also got a fumble from Chris Johnson. So, dang. Never like to go out on an L. Do you guys want to see Battlefront? Do you guys want to see another game? What would you like to see? Let me see. We got Star Wars Battlefront right here, ready to go. I'm ready to turn it up. Once again, guys, the track record is these last two games have been both with Vikings playbook, and we've only scored 14. The real record is now 64-6, probably 60-6 with disconnects. So 60-6. We've got to keep improving and keep getting better. We want to change our book. See, now I don't want to change from the Bucks, because now if I face 2-man, I feel like I'm not going to be able to beat it with the Bucks. Now I feel like with the Colts. So now I want to go back to the Bucks. Once again, I purchased. See, all right. Let me just show you guys real quick, just so that you guys know. The S. Gibbs sabotage is real. Let me just so you know the S. Gibbs sabotage is real. If I go to newest, before I borrowed those players, oh, I opened like 10,000 packs, that's why. Yeah, see, I opened a ton of packs, so I won't really prove anything. Well, we can still prove that I purchased the Colts playbook as before the show to be ready for the show tonight. So the first thing I bought before I was granted LaDainian Tomlinson today. Remember, everyone got LaDainian Tomlinson today. You can put him in your BCA collection. I bought the Vikings offense last night and the Colts offense after I lost with the Vikings offense so that I would be ready to ball. And there it is right there. I like to show you guys new stuff. I hate losing. I hate losing, especially when I could have played better. Once again, my fault. Totally my fault. I got to be better. Gots to be better, folks. Gots to do way better. Contracts go on sale on the weekends from time to time. So, check it out. Check it out. Try and wait. We'll obviously mix it up. I had like a 30-game streak too with the Colts, with the non-Colts, with the whatever it was. But B-Pack, I like Colts, but how do you beat man to man from there? S. Gibbs lives inside my brain right now. That hurt. Reminder, guys, if you're enjoying the show, once again, this is usually a 2-hour show, but I really appreciate you guys sticking around with us and hanging out. We're going to play one more game. As a thank you for us playing one more game, if you could, if you don't follow the channel, if you could just click the little heart button underneath, it would mean a lot to, staying up a little later doing this. Mad Money just followed, Installment OG, Ruister, AZ, H-Man, Charlie, Pill Cosby, Ace Greed, Tysonator, V-Germ. Appreciate all you guys following the channel. Anyone else that would like to join them, once again, really appreciate it. Free follow. That way, when we go live every Wednesday night or on Sundays or on Mondays for live labs or for gameplays, you'll be able to watch us play. LK Springs, you are on the sub-hype train. You'll get an email tonight with the Brain Trust email that will be going out, so make sure to look out for that in your Twitch messages. Brain Trust goes out through Twitch messages. That Inside Zone D that I used last game, which was pretty solid. I think you guys got to admit, it's pretty decent. You can check it out.
If everything breaks right. But first, they've been handed a tough assignment here on the road right out of the gate. So now let's go to Orchard Park, New York, where Jim and Phil have the call.
Wildebeest. I do not work for EA. I am an EA Sports Game Changer, which doesn't mean I work for EA, but it does mean I can provide feedback to them on certain games, like Madden. Like I can go and say, hey, community mentioned this, this, and this, just giving you what they're saying, what I'm hearing. So.
First down at the 17. Johnson out to the right.
Oh, Chris Johnson. I thought we broke that right there. Once again, guys, now we switch back to the Bucs playbook. Mix it up. And we're trying.
The Giants take it from the 33. Johnson off the left side.
Chris Johnson has fumble-itis, man. That's 2 fumble. I've not fumbled with Jamal Charles in 50 games. Maybe one fumble in 50 games. All of a sudden, I get S. Gibbs, old Cunningham, and Chris Johnson, and now I'm fumbling all over the place. The anger sharks, guys, they're swimming in my head. Inside zone. There it is. There's the D. There's the inside zone D, guys. Who wants that? Join the Brain Trust. Who wants that? Join the Brain Trust.
When you're running the football, look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
Second down.
Oh, I gotta cover the halfback. Gotta cover the halfback. Gotta cover that.
Makes the catch.
This tight end's very talented. He's a good run blocker and also a good receiver. Makes a nice catch on that throw.
I'm going to quick sell CJ2K. How could S. Gibbs want an item that just loses the rock all the time? S. Gibbs does not value ball security? I don't understand. That's bad. Please throw that. Please don't throw that. S. Gibbs is just in an airport right now, all happy.
One of the most versatile tight ends in the NFL, Delaney Walker.
You want to see who you're playing on the loading screen or what? What do you mean?
He can be a fullback, a wide receiver, a tight end, or somebody that moves around and plays all those positions. Delaney Walker is special.
I got really lucky right there. He didn't catch that. That's maybe DeAndre Williams.
He always makes his presence known on that defensive front. Muhammad Wilkerson.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 10. We're trying to make a play on
and it's a shame he wasn't an all-pro last year because, trust me, that was a travesty.
3rd down and 10.
Please pick that. Please pick that. Please pick that.
And it's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are
all right. We slowed it down.
All over the field, nowhere to throw.
Can we get a Cubs Pirates score in the chat? Reminder, if you guys watch football on Sundays and you like fantasy, we do stream here on Sundays. All we really do is everyone here in the chat basically just types up the score update. So like if you're only watching, say, the Jets game, we type up like, okay, this team just scored, that team just scored. We watch Red Zone on one channel, we play Madden on the other channel, we eat food, we follow fantasy scores, just kind of hang out. So if you like the people that are in the chat, and they usually hang out with us. Teddy again.
Right at the 30-yard line after that return. The Giants.
They hit Arietta.
Some big turnover points.
That's crazy.
Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how
Chris Johnson won't stop fumbling, man.
Coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it
Trust
over.
the scheme, bro.
The coaches, look, you make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
One game playoffs.
Halfway through this first quarter now. Wide to the left. Johnson's going to secure the football on the toss.
Probably could have kept the ball on that.
When you run the football like this,
for the Tebow, I know somebody has grinded here to get him. I mean, it's a long grind. This is kind of my only beef with it.
2nd and short. And the give now to Chris Johnson. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things
Let's
like
go.
This. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
The Giants will take the snap from the 45. Toss to the outside.
Nice run that time. You run the
All right.
football like this.
All right, once again, back on the Buck scheme here, running the shovel option. Right now, we're seeing that these defenders, we should have the right edge here for at least a block.
What a lucky break this time. They fumbled, but they recover it and maintain possession.
NFL teams, the offense, every single day.
Le'Veon Bell just fumbled the rock, boys.
Handle the football. How to hold it. He didn't do a good job that time.
Man.
That's why he fumbled.
The Giants all bunched up here as they get set at the line. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. It's wide open.
Wow. I don't trust this guy. I don't trust this S. Gibbs cat. Unreal, man. You guys like my haircut or no? Please tell me yes, because I can't take it if you say no. I'm just in too much pain.
1st down and 10. Chris Johnson takes the handoff. Kendrick's able to read that play and make the hit. Here's a look at the offense. And if they're going to win today...
BCA Ware, Game Injustice. Good question. If you have the BCA DeMarcus Ware, I put him in at right outside backer, because then when I go to dime 146, he goes to defensive end, and voila. Good spot for him. They like the lettuce. Boys regular. I was like, yeah, you can put a little gel in it. Thank you.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside.
Let's go to Odell. Let's go to Odell. Give it to me one time, Odell. Thank you. Out of bounds because he caught it on a defender's back and rolled out of bounds.
I like the fact that you can blitz. Send more guys that they can block.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Uh-oh. That was so wrong.
3rd and 10. Charles, left side.
Charles needed you. Thank you, Epic Piranha.
Looking to tie the game on this field goal try.
Odell. Odell right there.
The kick is good. Just out of the first quarter, and that field goal ties this game up. Well, that's the good
Killer, man. All right. 3-3. He gets ball at half, so we need to... I thought he cribbed that.
Maybe the 34-yard line. The Bills put some points on the board on the previous possession. Although it was just the field goal, Phil, they'll be looking to add some more right here.
Oh, absolutely. I think they were disappointed in that last drive. You got it going. You think here comes a touchdown, and it doesn't work, and you kick a field goal. So a little disappointed. That should give them some
Nice. Lucky, but nice. It's hard not to go deep every time with Odell. I just don't want the chat to be like, you go deep every time, but it's pretty awesome. You could go deep a lot.
Romo's got it in the gun. D'Angelo Williams with the grab.
I kind of tried to get there, and then once I realized that route was only sitting there, I was like, all right, I can leave it. And then
this time on offense, the quarterback throws the ball short. They pick up a few yards, and now it makes 3rd down much easier.
The Bills will set up. The 44.
uh-oh, wrong way. That's not gonna work. Pick, not a pick. He caught that.
What a catch! That's his first reception today. The football. So the challenge pays off. The referee overturns the play.
We challenged it, and it got overturned. Wow, we just got lucky. That's crazy.
I think when you're a head coach of the
Wow.
NFL, you better have a trusted friend up there to tell you, watch the TV, and let you know when the challenge. Good job by the head coach.
The Bills have decided now to go for it on 4th down and a short yardage situation. The Giants go with the dime formation here on defense. The Bills will take the snap from the 40.
Big play right there. Let's go D.
Bills decided to go for it on 4th down that time. Hey, it didn't pay off.
Epic Piranha, it's a review, so you can check out my YouTube account. I did a review, so that's why I have that.
Their last possession resulted in a field goal.
Well, I know this. It was good defense on the other side. That's what made them kick that field goal. So the defense is feeling good about the fact that they stopped that momentum by the offense and made them kick that field goal.
1st down at the 40.
Come on, Odell. One time, bro. Thank you. Let's go. It's how you get. It's why you get an Odell. That's why you get an Odell. You gotta play one-on-one cover 3 all game long. I got Odell. Gotta go. Gotta go to Odell.
Because it just gives you confidence and makes you feel good, and you can enjoy that cold drink at halftime.
The Bills are ready to return.
Yeah. So, guys, the Mutt Master. One thing. Two notes. One, people are definitely starting to do it. Code.
He'll have a chance to take off.
Ooh. Is in the brain trust for this. He completed Mutt Master. It's definitely possible. Some guys have been doing it. So if you've been thinking about it, the captains have come down in price a lot recently. So once again, it's a journey kind of for the whole year. You get 500K. You could also sell the Odell for like $2.5 million. So, you know.
It's not smart, and you just got to play better.
You wonder where the threshold point is from your own side of the 50. On 4th and 30, is it? 4th and 30.
I'm covering the halfback. I'm covering the halfback. I'm covering the halfback. I'm covering the halfback. Oh, we missed a tackle. But we got a good hit. Gotta keep it popping.
It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. The defense stops the clock.
So you can sell him, and he'll be good the whole year. Like, his stats are so good that I think, like, the Sherman last year, he was only 94 speed, so it was like, all right, they'll eventually be better players. Not this guy. Not with this card.
It's complete over to Brandon Cooks.
Tackle him?
He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
I don't know. I mean, 97 speed is the peak right now. Obviously, there could be faster guys, but with the 102 spec, like, he's going to be good the whole season. I think. I mean, he might, at the real end of the year, like, after the Super Bowl, might go to, like, your 3rd receiver, 4th receiver, but he's, I mean...
The Bills snap it at the 36.
The other thing about the Odell, I made a mistake here. So I forgot to sub in my guys right there. I'm not paying attention.
The Giants come out in a dime package. Let's go. The Bills snap it at the 36.
He threw it. 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 So the other thing about Odell is, like, 97 speed guys, either they don't have agility or they don't have acceleration. Like, they're missing one thing or another. He's got it, like, and he sticks with that. I would say if you, like, the Tavon Austin has his speed, but not his, like, all-around catching.
And pick up a first down. Man, that's just great.
Joey Porter. No.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Now to be a running back in the NFL, you got to do more.
Reminder, guys, hit that follow button on the channel. Once again, gave away some Star Wars beta codes. This show will be up tomorrow on YouTube.
From the gun, Romo reaches up high for it, and he's got the catch. Still powering in.
Once again, that's D'Angelo Williams, guys. D'Angelo Williams. Think about how good that 90 strength was right there. Just broke like a gazillion tackles against really high-rated defenders.
Romo's completion percentage, 50% on the day. Let's see how they back up the big play here. Romo stepping back into the shotgun. To Williams.
Oh, please pick that. Oh, McCourty. No, that's Honey Badger, bro. I tell you what, S. Gibbs been chirping about the Honey Badger. Been chirping about Chris Johnson. Not making plays.
Just 23 yards to the end zone.
Second down and 10. Shannon Sharp has the catch.
All right, we gotta start paying attention to the clock.
Got us a nice drive going here, Jim. Another first down. They are just making one solid play after another and just marching down the field. You know, you go to the hurry-up offense so you get a high number of plays in, but also you don't want to use the timeout. The best way to get more plays in before the end of the first half, go to the hurry-up offense.
I dared you. I dared you to run it.
Let's see if the quarterback can make it.
The Bills signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. This drive now about to reach the 10th play of the series. The Giants sat at the line.
Please throw it quick in the flat. 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 He threw quick in the flat.
The Bills go with the pass that time on 3rd and short. The defense was ready, and they stopped
If you're this
the
guy, you
pass.
gotta
Now we
take
have a
3,
4th down
bro.
situation.
Oh, he's not gonna.
The coach is going to go for it. Tony Romo is going to take it from the shotgun. The Bills turn the ball over on downs. The defense comes up.
What was that all
on
about?
fourth down, and that should get them into the locker room with the lead.
Yes, it will, and you can tell the team is excited about that.
All right, that's a big stop right there, guys. 4th down. We get the stop before the half. He gets ball after half, so we got to be careful right here. We're going to Odell, though.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Cunningham's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Looking to go deep. And he reaches out and makes the catch. One-handed, no less.
Well, I don't love throwing it to Odell like that. Guys, there's 12 seconds left in the half. You call cover 3. You're showing cover 4 at the snap. Your safety immediately runs to cover a flat. Who cares if I throw to the flat? Man him up on Odell. You then have double coverage, and that play is not caught. That's the simple adjustment you have to make. So once again, he was in cover 3. The flat zone where the safety was, just man him up on Odell, and then you have 2 guys manning up Odell, and then you can't say, oh, you beat me one-on-one, you're lucky. No, then you have 2 guys and you don't catch that. And then it's halftime and you're still in the game. Like, I don't know what his end game was right there, but like, that's not my fault. You can't put that on me. What am I supposed to do? Run the ball and not get in field goal range? Like, I'm gonna take a shot. If you give me